Awesome. Good evening, superstars. I heartily welcome each one of you to this weekly Golden Age Film House family meeting. So for last 2 weeks, I think because of the Deepavali week and all, we were not able to have the family meeting. So I'm excited to meet you all after a long gap. So what is this family meeting? Every week, we just catch up for half an hour on Thursdays to connect with the entire community. This is also available on recording. So people who are not joining the live sessions, they catch up with the recordings. But here, the 2-week intensive participants, the 5-day workshop participants, weekend workshop participants, 3-hour workshop participants, and our advanced community, everyone get a chance to communicate with each other, connect with each other at least once in a week. Why this is important? Today's topic, we'll talk about that today, but the idea is cinema is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There is a long journey for anyone aspiring to get into cinema, especially from a full-time job, and we need some kind of connect or some kind of connection to the journey that we are undertaking. In our personal lives, we often tend to get busy or get distracted by so many things that we totally tend to lose touch with cinema, and once the gap starts getting bigger and bigger, it becomes more and more harder to get back to the game. So at least once in a week, to make sure that we give an opportunity to all our workshop participants, we have created this family meeting. So every Thursdays between 8:15 to 8:45, we have our family meetings. And on Fridays, we have our superstar interviews where we interview our superstars. So please set your alarms and make sure you attend these meetings without fail every week, whether you are part of Cine Superstar Club community or our family community, 3-hour workshop community or the Superstar Intensive, whichever level you are currently in. And also, the more you keep attending these meetings, the more the momentum stays intact. There is a high chance that somewhere you will get motivated to take your journey to the next level, and we can move forward in this filmmaking journey. That's the idea. So I hope you all had a great festival. We couldn't meet for the last 2 weeks. So something very tragic happened in the last week. We in Kannada film industry, we lost a very powerful director, very famous, powerful, a very good director called Guru Prasad. As there were some issues going on, there were some things going on with the director, and all those things are there. But the fact is that he was, I think, around 51, 52 years old, a very amazing director. He committed suicide, and we kind of lost him. So it's a very tragic thing. So today, though we have spoken about this in the past, I decided to talk about handling this journey of being a filmmaker or actor again in the family meeting, just because I wanted to address this point once again. I always keep telling this, that filmmaking journey is like a marathon. It's not a sprint. And for someone who is really serious about cinema, this is a journey we are undertaking for life. So there is no full stop here. The only full stop is when our life gets over, our journey also gets over. Till then, we are going to undertake this journey. So one thing is, being from an IT background myself, I have worked in IT for 4.5 to 5 years before getting into cinema full time. So I can easily tell you that IT or any job that has a proper structure is much, much easier to handle as compared to a life in cinema, a career in cinema, where there is not much structure, where there is not much structure with respect to the kind of job we do, with respect to the kind of results we get. So sometimes we get amazing results. We are on cloud nine. We have enormous success, and suddenly it might go completely down. And because we are in the public eye, everything gets intensified, everything gets multiplied. And to handle this, we need a certain kind of attitude. We need a certain kind of mindset. So the first and the foremost thing that we need is to understand that this is a long-term journey. So how many of you remember the fit and interest evaluator activity that we did in the 3-hour workshop? Type me in the chat box. How many of you have done this FIE activity that we did in the 3-hour workshop? How many of you remember that? Just a sec. Let me see if I can give you that. So if you have not done that, please do it one more time. Why this is important is, see, just a sec. Let me share it with you. Yeah, I'm sharing the link below in the chat box. So everyone, if you have done it, great. During the 3-hour workshop in the orientation, we have made you do this activity. If not, please make sure whenever you find time, you do this simple activity called Fit and Interest Evaluator activity. So what basically I have tried to do in this particular activity is to kind of give you a clarity. To give you a clarity, I have shared the link in the chat box. I have tried to give you a clarity how the life in film industry is going to be, how the lifestyle in film industry is going to be. It's going to be unpredictable. It's going to be full of ups and downs. It's going to be exciting at times. It's going to be overwhelming at times. It's going to be heavily physically demanding at times, mentally demanding at times. And first thing that you need is that you understand that this is how cinema functions. At least as of now, cinema, this is how it functions, because a filmmaker or an actor is basically a public property. We are doing cinemas for the general public, for the masses, and a lot of people are interested in your life. Whatever you undergo, it will be of social interest, it will be of public interest. So a lot of people get to talk about you, a lot of people get to comment about you, and there is that sense of shame, or there is that sense of responsibility that gets amplified because you are in the public eye. If you are undergoing something, you feel very scared to talk about it publicly because how people are going to scrutinize you, comment about you. So that fear is there, which is common in every human being. But the thing is, if you want to be a successful filmmaker, if you want to become a star, you have to learn how to handle that better and better with every day you spend in this industry. Type G if you are getting this, guys. At the end of the day, every person who works in cinema is a human being. So every human being undergoes emotions, and our emotions also have a sine wave structure. We will feel very high at times, we will feel very down at times. For example, to be very honest with all of you, this whole week I have been feeling very low. I don't know why. Some kind of low. I'm not feeling so energetic. I'm feeling very kind of low compared to how I normally will be functioning. This week we have an amazing workshop going on, 2-week intensive going on. We have amazing participants. Of course, Cine Superstar Club meeting keeps on happening every single week. So the basic stuff is going on regularly. But apart from that, whatever I wanted to do, I'm not feeling the drive or energy to do it. But because I have been doing this for more than a decade now, I understand that there will be times like that where I just go with the flow. I just have fun with life. I just do what I love. I just keep doing whatever basic things are required. I do it. But after that, I understand that it's at the end of the day, your emotions keep varying every now and then. Your body energy keeps varying every now and then. If it is suddenly raining, you don't feel like working at all. You don't feel like doing anything. You don't even feel like going out. How many of you agree, guys? If it is raining outside or if the weather is not good outside, you don't feel like doing anything. You just want to just be a couch potato, sit in the couch and just relax. But there are times when you will feel extremely motivated and you want to do so many things. Ram says, not me. If you are not feeling it's great, but it's basic human nature to undergo these changes. based on the climate, based on the external situations, our body undergoes certain changes, our mind reacts certainly differently in every situation. So it's completely normal to have these highs and downs, ups and lows in our journey. And especially as a filmmaker, what happens, though we are working with a big community, and though we are like experiencing enormous success, the flip side of it is there is a associated fear. There is this image that we have, public image that we have, which creates a certain sense of fear. What if my name gets tarnished? What if people start criticizing me? What if people start talking ill about me? And that fear many times makes people take such drastic action. So remember this, whenever you're feeling low, please be honest with it. It's completely okay. Don't think just because you're wanting to be a superstar, don't think you are a machine or you are a god who can be ideal. It's very much okay for even a superstar to be feel low, feel high. So that ups and downs is very much common in everyone, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. Type C if this is clear, guys. And once you have the clarity that this is common, this is okay. Like I have told you multiple times that in my six-pack journey for almost 12, 13 years, when I tried doing it on my own, I was failing again and again miserably, because I was not okay with being irregular or be feeling incompetent. I used to do a certain kind of diet, or I used to follow a certain kind of routine. After a point when results were not coming, I used to get frustrated, and I used to end up eating too much, or end up quitting the like exercise that I was doing. And then I used to start feeling extremely guilty about it. And because of that, I never used to get the energy or get the confidence to go back and do the workout. And this particular cycle continued almost for 12, 13 years. But once I hired a mentor, and he told me that it's okay at times to feel low, okay at times to feel sick, okay at times to not do the exercise. But just by staying connected to a mentor and having his support, I was able to overcome such challenges. It's not that I didn't have those moments in my six-pack journey. I definitely had a lot of them. But this time, because I had this mentor with me, I had a kind of friends circle with me, a community with me, I just knew that it was okay to feel that, and I kept on going. When I felt very low, I used to take a small break, and again, I used to keep doing my workout. But like I told you, I used to be consistent in connecting with the community. And because of this, I was able to come out with amazing results at the end of that journey. Similarly, one very important hack I want to tell each one of you in this journey is, please make a lot of friends. And this is a quality that I personally have. Whenever I'm feeling excited, I talk to a lot of people. Whenever I'm feeling disappointed or whenever I'm feeling low, I don't feel like talking to anyone. I lock up myself in a room and I just keep quiet for myself. I just stay with myself. How many of you have a habit of doing this? Type me in the chat box. When you're feeling low, you don't feel like talking to anyone. A lot of people have this. In my circle only, I have seen a lot of people having this. My sincere suggestion is, it's okay. It's okay to lock up yourself, to separate yourself from the world, to segregate yourself, stay alone. That is okay. But this community is a community where all of them have come together with the same kind of desire, same kind of aspirations. So we all would have undergone the same kind of situation sometime or other. So here people can understand what you are going through. So here people are not so judgmental about you feeling that low. Here people are not critical about you undergoing such situations. So please feel free to talk to others, especially when you're feeling extremely low. It's very important that we stay connected to people, because our mind is capable of actually putting us down so much that even a very strong person, this guy Guru Prasad was supposed to be a very strong person, and that guy ended up committing suicide. Even Sushant Singh Rajput, when he committed suicide, many people said he is one of the most positive people we have ever met. How many of you have seen his interviews and felt that? Type I in the chat box. But then he ended up committing suicide. Why? Because People think it's happening only with me. I have something wrong going on with me. I have some issue, but it's not true. It's common. It's common. Like I told you, I'm confessing with you that I have had so many moments in my life where I have felt like absolute shit. I have felt like not getting up out of the bed, and I have felt like not doing anything at all for weeks and months together. I'm talking about my decade long, more than decade, I think 15 years now. Weeks and months, I have just gone on with life, but I have always kept some kind of connection with my passion, my filmmaking journey, and that is the reason I have been able to keep consistently going. So remember this. This is just at a basic human level. This is a hack. We human beings are social animals. So if we are able to connect with other people and talk with people during situations like this, our heart will feel much lighter, and that itself will become your strength. That's why, like I told you, why I am so motivated to build this community is I have tried doing this on my own for more than a decade. And after this incident happened, a lot of people spoke about it in Kannada industry also. We need to create some kind of a mental support system for all the filmmakers. Today, filmmaking has become extremely competitive with social media also coming into picture. People are feeling that pressure more than ever. So it's very important to feel that sense of connection. So the same thing we are already doing in the community. Let me be very honest with you. Do you know what is the biggest solution, or what is the biggest like cure for my lows? Whenever I feel low or whenever I feel depressed, do you know what is the biggest solution I have, or the biggest hack that I use? Anyone, can you guess? Talk about cinema to my community. When I'm like, see, I myself might not feel motivated, but when I have to come in this meeting and talk to people, I feel energetic. I feel energized. Whenever I'm talking about some subject, I also am talking to myself, and that motivates me back. And slowly, of course, it's a process. See, you have gone down slowly, you will come up slowly. So I don't expect me to drastically act like a Superman or do some magic things and come out of it. I am now clear that this is a process. So when I feel low, I am feeling low. So I accept it, and I'm just like a couch potato, not doing much. I'm just going about my day. But when I get an opportunity to talk to my community, I talk as happily as possible. And by the end of it, I feel a bit lighter. After a couple of such sessions, I come back to normal, and I get the strength to get back. I have told you multiple times, for me, teaching has been my biggest strength and the biggest reason why I have been able to communicate, like why I have been able to stay consistent with cinema for so long. I have seen hundreds and hundreds of people come and go in this journey, but because I have stayed connected to like-minded people, I have been able to stay consistent even after a decade-long journey. I'm able to talk about cinema comfortably. So I would say, first, get the clarity by doing that fit and interest evaluator activity, that this is what cinema is. If you are signing up for this journey, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be very exciting at times. It's going to feel very depressing at times. That is common. But as long as you understand this, you will be able to handle it. If you're getting into military, you know physically it's going to be a very demanding job. You need a lot of patience. So people who sign up for a military force, they understand that. Similarly, every job has a certain expectation. So today in America, people are getting laid off. Yesterday, I was talking to my sister in Amazon. 2 people got laid off. So when you're working in a company like that, you are prepared. You are prepared that anytime you can get laid off, and you should be okay with it. Similarly, in cinema, there are certain things that you have to learn, and you should be okay with it. So how many of you are getting this clarity and are ready to be okay with it? Type okay in the chat box. If you are not okay with it, then cinema industry is not for you guys. Cinema is not for the faint-hearted. You can do some short film, have fun with it. But when you want to be a professional filmmaker, you just have to be okay with it. There is no other option. So the best hack I would suggest is stay connected. Stay connected. That's why we brought back this family meeting. That's why we try to do so many different things to keep our community connected. If you talk to all my superstars, I will keep telling them again and again, make friends, talk to people, stay connected with community. Every week when we get into the meetings, first activity we do is get into a breakout room and discuss with each other. Why? Because when you are connected, there is a different kind of energy that comes. And the other thing I would say is be honest. Be honest. Be honest in your communication. Don't try to fake it. If you're feeling low, talk about it. If you're feeling emotional, talk about it. If you're feeling incompetent, talk about it. It's okay. It's okay to feel shitty at times. It's okay to feel that you are not good enough at times. That's completely okay, guys. Even the biggest stars feel this. Even the biggest successful people that you see in the industry, they all go through ups and downs. They all have that sense of doubt. They all have that imposter syndrome. It's very much okay. But that is no reason for you to try to play the game alone and then end up in situations like this. Always surround yourself with the right people. And one more suggestion specifically from this person's life is a lot of people spoke about his attitude issues and ego issues. In my community, at least I try to talk more about it. Please let your ego out of the community. The more connected you are to the community, the more happily you will be able to do cinema. The more you are filled with ego, the more suffering cinema will give you. This is from my personal experience. I have, of course, I have been a person not with much ego from the beginning, but still when my participants used to do certain things, I used to feel very irritated initially. But with experience, I have realized that everyone have their own journey curve, one own learning curve. So it's completely okay. We have come a certain way. We have come a certain distance. So we look at cinema a certain way. New people, they have their own priorities. So now, it at times bothers me, but still I have come a long way. So this is something I want each one of you to embrace. It's okay. Look at everyone like small kids who are here to learn out of passion. So just encourage them, support them, be there for them, make friends with them, have good relationship with them, but don't get into that ego games or criticizing each other or condemning each other. Don't get into that mode. Then the same cinema industry will become your suffering reason. So that's something I have told you in the beginning of your journey. As long as you're having fun with it, do it. If you're not having fun with it, go and take a vacation, go and take a break, go and do something else in life. It's completely okay. Because at the end of the day, why we are doing cinema? It's to have fun. Type 100% if this is clear, guys. Yeah, reel is always there, says Chandan. Yeah, you can collaborate on all kinds of reels, but please work together with people. Don't try to work alone. I'm telling you, it's a very difficult journey when you work alone. But when you have a group of people, that I think we recently spoke about this also in a Cine Superstar Club meeting. The biggest thing that we are getting out of building this community is the support system. We are not, people are tomorrow, this week, people are doing a shooting in amazing scenic location in some part of Tamil Nadu. So people are vacationing. People are vacationing together in the name of cinema. People are coming together from different places in the name of cinema. People are collaborating in the name of cinema. People are getting to make new friends in the name of cinema, which is, I would say, the biggest win from this community that we are getting. So please connect with each other and work together. Whatever limited time we have here, whatever passion we have, we'll be able to follow it or achieve it with more fun. Type 100% if this is clear, guys. So that is something I wanted to share today. So every Thursday, we will try to have this family meeting without fail. So please join this family meeting and just stay connected to people. That itself will be a big relaxant, big heart lightener. Even if you're feeling low, even if you're feeling depressed about something, just attend the meeting. That itself will lift your spirits. Sometimes when you don't get a chance to attend it live, it's completely okay. Watch the recording also. Okay. Awesome. So that's it from my end. So we have some amazing news. We are having one shooting happening the coming weekend, and we have one film that released recently and got more than 1,000 views. We have one more film that is due for release. So our new superstar for the month is announced in the Cine Superstar Club website, and two new conclaves have started. So almost 12 to 13 new filmmakers have started their filmmaking journey in the community. So a lot of exciting things are happening in the community. So whoever is interested in filmmaking, stay connected with the community, and whichever level you are stuck in, focus on how you can move to the next level. One more thing is I'm trying to learn healing. I'm trying to learn few more techniques that can help my community with their mental challenges also, so that I can help my community in a more effective way. So very soon, we have already done a couple of healing sessions in the past. So very soon I'll try to create some sessions around that also. And one more exciting thing which I'm kind of working on is a full-fledged workshop on different subjects of cinema. So I'll keep you posted once it's ready. Probably next week I'll keep you posted on that. But anyways, stay connected to the community, stay connected with people. That's how we learn and grow. Type C if this is clear, guys. Type C if this is clear. Any questions, anyone? Any questions, anyone? So what we will do is, it's already 8:45. So just for 5 minutes, let's all connect with each other in the breakout room. Let's all talk to each other. So we have around 16 participants. So I'll just create 4 breakout rooms. So go into the breakout rooms, quickly connect with each other. It's just a 5-minute activity. So talk to each other. Just get a weekly update and come back. We'll wrap up the meeting. Okay. So I have opened the breakout rooms. You have just 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes max. Welcome back, everyone. How was the discussion in the breakout room? Give me one word in the chat box. Inspiring, fantastic, bold. Umesh says, Chandan, nice, stupendous, super. Great. So I hope the session was useful. So you'll get the recording also if you miss this family meetings. But please make sure you set an alarm for every week at 8:15 p.m. on Thursdays to catch up on the family meeting. And also tomorrow we have our superstar Payal, who is getting interviewed, who is coming as a guest, and our superstar Meghla is interviewing her. So the interview will happen at 8 p.m. So please make sure you attend the interview. So that's it from my end for this family meeting. Let's catch up again next Thursday. Until then, like I told you, just keep having fun with cinema, keep learning cinema, and stay connected to the community. Okay. Thank you, guys. Good night. Let's catch up next week. Tomorrow morning, yeah, Cine Superstars Club, we are catching up tomorrow morning. For everyone else, we are catching up next week. 2-week intensive participants also tomorrow morning, we are catching up. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you. Good night.